XRP drops below $1.90 and people are wondering if it is going lower or if we are going to bounce from here. I'm going to go over what I'm seeing here, give you the charts, the TA, possibly where this could be going, giving you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Honestly, this dip down below this trend line doesn't scare me. Pretty normal, especially with the manipulation going on in this market. We're bouncing around right now. This is just on the daily. So on the daily, we got the stochastic RSI at an absolute bottom here, getting ready to reset. And then you got the regular RSI, the relative strength index. Looks like it wants to bounce off that 30 line. I'm going to highlight it here for you guys. Looks like it wants to bounce off of this 30 line right here and start to head to the upside, but you never know. You never know. You always want to wait and see what happens. So this is the bottom of that bull flag channel I've been saying. Yeah, we dipped over it. But I'm going to show you indicators here on the 4 hour, the hourly, the 15-minute, and the 5-minute on why I think we're going to bounce out of this. We could trend sideways for the weekend or even have more of a sell-off, which not gonna lie, that would not excite me. But yeah, I mean, this could either bounce or we could be days away from a major sell-off down to, let's see, we're previous. All right, well, we're already finding a previous low there. So are we going to head down to $1.60 or even lower than that? We lose this and go down to $1.60, and if we break through that, who knows where the bottom's at? I mean, nobody really knows right now. No one knows exactly where this is going. There's mass confusion and fear in this market. But I will say this, if you look here, so we had bearish divergence forming here on the stochastic RSI, but we just had a reset on the 4 hour down here. It looks like it basically touched all the way down to the zeros, and it's looking like it wants to reset in reverse. Not saying that's guaranteed, it's not real clear, but we have actually I'm gonna scratch that. I'm gonna say we didn't have a full reset. Looking at this one over here, that's a full reset. This one is not as clear. Oh, interesting. Well, it does look like we're gonna bounce here. I put a long in at $1.87, just like right around there. And it ran up over to $1.94, 95, and then I moved my stop loss up to like $1.91 and got stopped out. So I got stopped out in profit, but now I'm just waiting to see if anything else flashes for another opportunity. Like I said, this thing is still bouncing around. If we get a daily candle close under this blue line that I have, this resistance line, or I'm sorry, support, and it becomes resistance, yeah, like I said, maybe the worst isn't behind us yet. I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just saying, with everything that's been playing out in this market, we got to be ready for best and worst case scenario. And don't be oversold or overhyped in the one or the other. Just pay attention to what's going on here in the charts, and we'll figure it out. So looking down here at the stochastic RSI, it wants to roll over. And it looks like it wants to come back down, showing signs of weakness. But it could do this because we kind of got, oh, looks like it wants to maybe do this, come back, and then go back up. So you had here, here, and then you got higher high, higher high, higher high. So we could see something like that play out, which in turn will show, it should show price appreciation, but we also need to remember that we're going into the weekend here. There typically isn't a whole lot of volatility on the weekends. Sunday, you'll start to see things come to life. I don't know if that's because of the Chinese markets opening up or what, but Sunday, sometimes you see it. Saturday, this thing loves to just either trend down or not move. So also here we got, this is how you know you're really oversold, is when the RSI has these little red tips here in the bottom. We got a slight shade of red in there, which is, yeah, that's right at the bottom of that candle. So we could see this thing hopefully push back up, flip that back into support. We continue to trend in this bull flag. But right now, I'm sitting and waiting to see what it does. Here's the 15-minute stochastic. Looks like it wants to reverse and go up. So you could see this break back over $1.91, $1.92 again. The RSI is right in the middle. So you want to wait and see where this thing's going to break. Is it going to trend up, or is it going to trend down? Yeah, same thing. 5-minute. So you got the stochastic trending up, but you got the RSI trending down. It's not real clear. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say like which way I would be leaning here. This is a sit and hold and wait on your hands kind of thing, especially if you're day trading. If you're looking to make a move on this, this is one of those. Uh, it's hard. It's Friday. You know the volume's going to die off. This might be just if it drops over the weekend or it holds over the weekend, maybe it's a good opportunity to buy spot. But if this thing falls off a cliff here and breaks through that blue line and closes underneath, and then we come back up and it confirms and it now turns into resistance on the daily, like I said, we're heading down. So the only way to make money when it goes down is the short sell. Other than that, like I said in the video yesterday, big picture here, long term, we know this is going up. This is the beginning of legal clarity, the beginning of governments get involved, Wall Street. You got ETFs getting approved left and right on not just XRP, but Solana, HBAR, even Litecoin, like privacy tokens. So, and then you got the staked Ethereum